Hello, tubers. How are you today? Well, today I wanted to go over another one of the passages in the Bible. This one's going to be from the book of John, chapter 20, verses 19 through 21. And it goes like this. First, the topic is Jesus appears to his disciples. On the evening of that first day of the week, when the disciples were together, with the doors locked for fear of the Jewish leaders, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. Again, Jesus said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." Okay, I want to go over this particular passage. Um, this is actually in the Bible. This is actually happening when Jesus had died on the cross, and Mary Magdalene had found actually saw him after he saw him after the tomb was empty and that particular situation had occurred. Um, the as the passage says, the disciples at this time were very scared because they were scared of the Jewish leaders that they might come and also take them, put them in jail, and maybe kill them or crucify them like they did to Jesus. So at this time, the Jewish leaders were actually looking for him, looking for the disciples, and this is why they had the doors locked in the particular room that they were in. And Jesus came and stood among them, and this was the first thing he said to the disciples was, "Peace be with you." He didn't say hello. He didn't say, "Don't worry." He didn't say, "I'm back. I'm resurrected." He said, "Peace be with you." And then he showed his hands and his side to the disciples. And then again he said, "Peace be with you." So those words, those four words, meant a lot to Jesus because he said them twice. He said those words twice. He repeated that phrase, "Peace be with you." And us, we have to really believe in Jesus and think about what he wants to say to us. And I think the first thing he would want to say to us is, "Peace be with you." And if you look at your life and the things that you do or things that you may not do, a lot of times we fight against each other and we don't have peace. We tend to stir the pot too much, or we do things that we shouldn't do, or we do things that we've done and regretted, and we have no peace. Or but sometimes we'll procrastinate and we'll think about it, but we won't take any actions regarding that particular action or wanting of what we want. For example, if you wanted to say lose 10 pounds, you might say that to yourself 10 times a day, but at the end of the day, you'd never even try to even go on a diet or do any exercise or anything to lose that weight. So then you wake up in the morning, probably the first thing you think is, "I got to lose this weight. I got to lose this weight," or whatever the case may be. So a lot of times we negate our own peace, and I just think it's quite remarkable that the first thing that Jesus said when he appeared to the disciples was, "Peace be with you," and he said it twice. So it was important to him, and it has to be important to us. And a lot of times we think of things that we want money or we want better job, or we want to get out of this particular home that we're living in, or this neighborhood, or whatever the case may be. But we really have to focus on peace, and how do we have peace in our lives? Which are the people that gives us peace? And because really, if you don't have peace, then what do you really have? So I just wanted to bring this particular passage up and focus on the fact that, God wants us to have peace. And that's something that you should desire to have and focus on the daily so that you can be happier and really just be more fulfilled in life with peace, peace of mind, peace of soul. And from there, you build, but focus on your peace. Don't focus so much on your money. And I think in the long run, you'll be a lot more happier and be able to help people in the future. So I wanted to say that. Hope everything you understand, and please subscribe. And as always, God bless.